Hey, with Eldoreschess here, let me have a sip of my water. So, in this game, we have a nice defending tactic for black, not no defending move for black, and a very nice tactical sequence for white with 20, maybe 30 combinations if you let it run by Stockfish. This position is insane, and when I mean insane, I mean literally insane. So let's analyze the position first before using our tactical brain. So in this position, you can see black has a very solid structure, pawns, a very weird position. He has a lot of pressure on the queen side, and he has two bishops that can be very good in the future. They're not good now. One defending piece, he controls the e-file. He just has to get his pieces out. Instead, white, beautiful bishop without any pawns in between. Controls two semi-open files, or two files that are, I would say two semi-open files. Although the a-rook is defending and the black a-rook is attacking. A harmony between the pieces and a very good knight on f5, even though there's no pawn supporting it. It is white is much more active than black, and I think a lot of grandmaster would choose white in this position because it's very easy to play with white. But I would say black has a lot of potential to be very good because these bishops can be very good, and this, if the pawn structure falls here, black has this really also a lot of counterplay. So in this move, black thought, "Oh, how am I going to make my position better?" So he sees he has a good bishop. He played pawn c6, expecting white to take, and then he has bishop pair from hell. But this is a problem. Black doesn't have to take. And in this position, there are two moves that completely destroy black. Can you find the moves? Black didn't see any of those moves because it's a move. When you see it, you start to think, but if you don't see it, you will just skip it. So I'll give you a little bit of time. In this position, white can play the amazing move knight to g7 or knight to h6. Let's start with the one I like the most, knight g7. Okay, why is it so bad? You see that the only thing that was protecting your knight was a pawn, and you see that the bishop is so good. And let's see, all your pieces are in this box on the queen side, and white pieces, if you just separate the board in two, white pieces are all here to attack your king. And even though it doesn't look that dangerous, white is actually two moves away from just obliterating you in every possible way before you can activate your bishops. So let's say you ignore it, then I just take your rook and then you just down exchange, and your position is just terrible. It's just terrible because this bishop is a monster, this rook is a monster, this queen is coming good in the game. All your pieces are here, and you're gonna be checkmated in 5 moves. Or you're gonna stop checkmate, but then you lose all your pieces. So you cannot ignore it because you're gonna lose. So let's say if you take, you're also gonna lose because white can just play this, and you can sacrifice your queen for a bishop and a rook. But let's look at this position. It is horrible for black. White can just bring the queen in the game. Let's say Stockfish. Oh yeah, just Stockfish say like something like Stockfish. Just the problem is this king doesn't have any compensations for a rook and a queen, for a rook and a bishop for a queen, because in an open position this queen is a monster, and your king is on f6 with isolated split pawns, while your rooks are not even connected. So this is just horrible for white. So this move instantly wins the game, and if you take, you're just gonna lose. No, it doesn't matter. So many. There's like 20 different moves that win the game here. But let's say black goes knight h6. Knight h6 is actually the same. Let's say you ignore it. I'll just fork you and your queen, and I'm just material up, and your position is just horrible. You don't have the initiative, and you're just gonna lose. So let's say you play this, and you go here. Then white also has a plethora of moves. There's so many moves he can play. It just, let's say what Stockfish is. Stockfish is easy. Queen c2, attacking your h7 pawn, and if you try to defend it, yeah, your knight is gone. So this move, if you ignore it, if you go to here, the queen just goes there. If you go here, the knight just forks. And let's say you capture the knight, then it's still then you're still gonna lose your knight, and it's the same in the other variation. So black had one move that survives the game for now, and the engine doesn't even know what's going on, because it's very, very, very deep. It will say it's winning, or it depends on the depth. But here, the move black had to play, the one move that survived, the one only move that kind of fights for equality, but it's still better for white, is just a simple move, rook d7, knight d7, and every idea is just stopped. That's also the beautiful thing about this game, that you just play the simple move, knight to d2, you protect your knight extra, and all the tactics, everything just doesn't work anymore. So this one move with the knight just calms the game down. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.